Skittering Horror from Guildmaster's Guide to Ravnica on page 205. Let's see here. It should be a huge aberration with 17 AC and 24 D12 hit dice with, let's see here, 22 strength, 16 dex, 17 constitution, 2 intelligence, 14 wisdom though, and 18 charisma. And then we have, that's everything for the base values for our Skittering Horror here. And we'll move into the skills section and see that we only have damage vulnerabilities to Radiant and nothing else. That's really surprising. And we should note that this should be a CR 15. And let's move on to the monster traits now that the skills area is done. And we have Spider Climb, which has no effect on the monster, and we also have Sunlight Sensitivity, which also has no effect. So the monster trait section is done, surprisingly enough, and we can move into the actions area. So then, what do we have for actions? First off, let's take a look at its 2 hit so I don't forget to add that in. And the 2 hit bonus, or the attack bonus, is 11. And we have a multi-attack. The horror can use its maddening presence and make 3 attacks, 1 with its bite and 2 with its claws. Alright, so the first attack is a bite. And the bite is, what we got here, 4d10. And it's using, what, +6, so that's coming from its strength, for a total of 28 damage. And then the claws are dealing another 4d8 +6, 4, and d8, strength as well for 24 total damage. So those are our 2 main attacks there. And then we also have Maddening Presence. The horror takes 1 creature it can see within, targets 1 creature. On a failed save, the target becomes paralyzed until the end of its next turn. So attack number 1 is going to be 28 points of damage. Attack number 2 is 24. And then because this is paralyzing, this would be similar to the Hold Person spell. And that will be worth 12 effective DPR. So we'll add that in for attack number 3. So the multi-attack is, let's see here, the horror uses its Maddening Presence and then makes 3 attacks. So we will do the 12 plus a bite and 2 claws. Alright, so we're looking at a total of 88 points of damage with the effective damage from the Maddening Presence. And that will be everything it does for every round of combat. So we'll just take the 88, multiply it by 3, and gives us a CR 13 so far. We have an overrated monster, surprisingly enough. Unless Maddening Presence is being upped, like the value for Maddening Presence is stronger than that. And it's possible. So there really isn't anything going on there. It looks like the Skittering Horror is overrated by 2.